Grow a Garden is a peaceful game that captured the attention of thousands. On the surface, it's relaxing, wholesome, and creative, but beneath the bright colors and charming aesthetic, there's clearly something wrong. Alarming allegations have surfaced against the developer behind Grow a Garden, whose name is BMW Lux. There are accusations of hidden backdoors, players, and outright behavior that have shaken the community, along with the fact that a shady studio which has a very bad perception by the community is also buying the game. And in today's video, I'm going to be layering it all. This isn't just drama, it's a warning. This starts off with a user named Joshua is Minecraft, who is a popular developer amassing 300 million visits. He made an entire thread on BMW Lux and his actions. Let's go through the thread in order. Keep in mind that we will be referring to Lux as Adrian from now on. Kicking off, we have Adrian being a shady thief, stealing money while breaking promises. As you can see here, it shows his name in the game, but he is actually removed from the group, meaning he cannot be paid. This kind of behavior isn't just morally wrong, it kills collaboration within the game dev community. It makes people afraid to trust, afraid to share ideas. And honestly, that's heartbreaking. If you're working with someone, especially on creative projects, agreements need to be respected. If success changes you, that says more about your character than any player count ever could. Do I even have to explain this? If you resort to threats and intimidation when you're called out, you're not just proving you're in the wrong. You're literally showing everyone exactly what kind of person you are. He's been doing this since 2022, and he is still up on Roblox. Backdooring your game is one of the worst things you can do as a developer. When players trust you with their time and data, it's your responsibility to protect that. Hidden access to personal information or game files is a breach of that trust. And once that trust is broken, it's nearly impossible to rebuild. And no matter your reasons, tampering with players or other developers is never okay. There's even some examples that I'm going to show you right now. Here's one game that is stolen, which is owned by Adrian. Here's another game, which is owned by Adrian. And here's another game, which is also owned by Adrian, but on a different account. For my proof that I will give right now, we can see that Stay Hard Games is an admin. If we go to one of his groups, we can see that he has the rank BMW Lux, which shows that this is his other account. Wow, just wow. This is targeted, manipulative, and dangerous harassment. And the worst part is calculated. Adrian knows exactly what he's doing and who he's hurting. This kind of weaponizes the system against the very people who trusted him. But the worser part? He's probably protected by Roblox moderation since he's verified while he does this. The moderation of Roblox need to get on their game. Adrian is literally doing the game fan method if you know what that is. It is possible for him to actually get a punishment in a legal perspective, as it is an offense of copyright law, and it shows how systems meant to protect creators can be twisted to punish them instead. Now there's a studio called Do Big Studio, in which a while ago they had purchased the game, so it caused a lot of problems in the community. There's gonna be some claims that I'm gonna show on the screen and I'm gonna debunk them. This is a screenshot from April 30 of the group. Dev named David was the owner, and it showed here that Jandel and BMW Lux were the developers. What I'm about to tell you may be shocking, but Jandel may have known about Adrian's actions but still have worked with him. In this screenshot here, you can understand that Jandel has been here since the start. Look at the screenshots that I'm about to show you. Allegedly, Jandel says all of this that is shown here, even if he did make a tweet about it. He said that he will stop buying games and try to make better games, but he has failed to do that. The community manager is even lying about this. This is implying that Do Big has nothing to do with the game, they have nothing, they own nothing of it. But I will show you a screen recording where they actually admit that Do Big owns a portion of the game. We can make an inference that Do Big owns at least 10% of the game. When they said about their investors, this means that they put games for the money. However, my point is that when you're an investor, it matters about the money. You need to make profit, you need to get money back. Let's say if you invest a share on stocks. You want a huge profit on it and you would get more money after your investment. This is why Do Big and Jandel buy huge games, as they believe that with their microtransactions, they'll get a lot of money due to the rise of their games. If you buy portions of a product, you basically own a part of it. Whether it would be 40%, 67%, or even 10% as they say, they still own a part of Grow a Garden. Why would they add it to their portfolio otherwise? So what can we say about Do Big? This is a clear example of what happens when studios prioritize profits over integrity. They've not only ruined the original vision, but they're exploiting players by making it all about how much you can pay, instead of how much skill you have. And the worst part, the players get the short end of the stick. They're stuck in a game that was once theirs to enjoy, now reduced to a cycle of spending just to stay relevant. So why does this all matter? Because this isn't just one bad actor. Adrian has done all of this for years, since 2022. The scamming, the threats, the sabotage, the fake takedowns, and somehow his account is still up and verified, still successful, still unmoderated. He's even landed on the front page status with his game, as if none of this has ever happened. And that's the real problem. When someone with this track record is allowed to thrive on a platform like Roblox, it sends a clear message that if you're popular enough, the rules don't apply. That's how trust breaks. That's how honest developers, the people who actually build this community, get punished while others walk free. Moderation shouldn't be about numbers or visibility. It should be about accountability. This cycle won't stop, and more creators will get hurt. As for Do Big Studios, by buying games from someone like Adrian and turning them into pay-to-win cash grabs, Do Big Studios is enabling and profiting from his harmful actions. They're not just bystanders, they're complicit. Instead of improving the game, they're focused on making money, and lots of money, turning a once decent game into a soulless cash machine. This sends a message that theft and manipulation are acceptable if they bring in profits. Do Big Studios could have supported the original creators and added value, but instead, they've worsened the gaming space, hurting both developers and players. This platform was conceived for creators and visionaries, not for those who exploit or deceive. By disseminating the truth and demanding accountability, we can safeguard the integrity of this space and ensure that only those who uphold its core values are allowed to thrive. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and remember, join the Discord server, link in description, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Peace out.